A previously little-known feminist book with a small print run initially had received a surprise publicity boost in France then, after a senior official called for it to be banned. Boom, sales went up. An advisor to the Gender Equality Ministry said the title, I Hate Men, went too far.
This book is obviously an ode to misandry, which is clear from the summary and the title. I would like to remind you that incitement to hatred on the basis of gender is a criminal offence.
This man works for the Secretary of State for Gender Equality, whose mission is to do something about sexual assault and rape. It seems outrageous that he was more concerned about censoring a small feminist book than doing his job.
The book's publisher, Monstergraph, called claims of inciting hatred ridiculous. The author, a 25-year-old activist from Lille, says her work simply encourages female readers to take less account of the often unsupported opinions of men and to rediscover the strength of female relationships. So the initial print run of I Hate Men was just 500 copies, but as mentioned, after all the publicity, more than 2,000 books were sold. It's now out of stock. We asked people in Paris what they thought of the title.
We discuss the behavior and appearance of women every day, and nobody even pays any attention. So for once, there is something directed at men, and I guess we can deal with it.
I think we should not stop at the title of the book. We have to go beyond that and read it and find out why she wrote that. What's behind it?
Women, I hate them. I could easily write a book like that because I have plenty of bad experiences in my love life. I've been left many times or had problems with my mother. We really have to distinguish between what is literary, what is an expression of a personal opinion.
So we got that then from Brexit Party founder Catherine Blakelock, an actress and author Melody Blanquette, who shared their opinions on the book. Turns out they didn't see eye to eye.
For me, this book is a provocation to permit a new way of thinking, to deconstruct patriarchy. It's more about the idea of men and about some behaviors and all the construction, social, historical, political. With the provocation, we can think differently and go further in the reflection, and so in the freedom and on the human rights and feminism and all that.
The idea that you should hate men, most people should hate men, I don't think it's about the patriarchy. And the author said a visceral loathing of men is both natural and logical. I mean, this is an unbelievably extreme and minority position. The majority of women love men, like men, and the majority of men like women. I mean, it is quite ironic when women have basically freedom in all sorts of spheres in this country and in France, compared to, say, a country like Afghanistan or Pakistan. In those countries, women really are oppressed. In the Western countries, you have radical feminists saying that they hate men and that everything is so terrible, when in fact they've probably got it the best that they've ever had it. And men and women are just different, and people have to accept that. It's a very minority number of people who have this view about hating the opposite sex.